The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
I love gold!
Welcome everybody to the newest edition of Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard. As always, we record this podcast live from our king-size bed. You know, I don't think any other podcast records from a king-size bed. I know there's a lot of Pillow Talks out there, but do they record from a king-size bed, a California king-size bed? And do they record it with the coolest uncle of my whole world, Uncle Howard? How are you?
You bring a smile to my face and to my loins when you talk about me so sweetly. Oh, my sweet little Franklin, how I love you so. I am bone tired, my friend. I've been working day and night on my brand new startup. We're trying to launch a granular infrastructure that'll change the world, and it's taken every bit of my last minutes and 7 of my times.
That's why we need to start a GoFundMe, Uncle Howard. That's how we get the moolah. That's how we go from chump change to hunk change.
Now that's my kind of change.
Yeah, all that jingling and jangling, Uncle Howard. All that jingling jank. So, anyways, I think we should start with the intros here. I am Franklin Lombardo. Come on, don't scoff at me. You're the one who said you gotta plug your Twitter handle.
We gotta do the plug.
Yeah, I'm at Bug TV Franklin. He's at Miata Guy for you. Number 4, letter U. No need a second take for that one, do I,
no,
Uncle Howard?
Unlike
some people.
First draft last.
First draft, unedited, uncooked, raw. Like Monday nights, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways, a tradition of the king-size bed is we love cinema. We love to watch a little movie before me and my uncle go to the bed and we go to sleep. Not like Yoda, not the eternal sleep, just a regular sleep. I understand
a tender sleep.
You know, a lot of our listeners don't sleep with their uncles. They sleep in beds by themselves. Have you heard of that kind of thing going on?
The only thing I've ever heard of is when Nas said he never sleeps because sleep is the cousin of death.
Oh, wow, Nas.
Scary man.
That's a deep sentiment, Nas. Now Nas, he's the one for making Dominic Toretto's cars go so fast.
That's right. Yes,
that's right. And he has that energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
Nas. I've never had it in my life.
Did you?
Have you had a Nas energy drink in your life?
I've had several, as a matter of fact.
Really? This is a shoot?
Pretty good, yeah.
This is a shoot.
They taste very tropical.
It's a tropical thing.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
I see Nas. I associate it with the Fast and the Furious.
Who
and
wouldn't?
I think, why would I drink something that tastes like an exhaust pipe? Like
I'll drink anything that helps me live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Oh, that's a beautiful sentiment, Uncle Howard. That is a beautiful sentiment, and it's why my choice today is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Why? Because it goes back in time, like my favorite Pitbull song in the Men in Black soundtrack, because Will Smith don't write songs for that movie no more.
No.
That's right. It goes, I take that back. It doesn't go back in time. It goes into the future. It goes into the future because Han dies at the end of Tokyo Drift.
No, Han dies at the end of Fast and Furious 6.
He dies at the beginning of Fast and Furious 7, actually, Howard. And you can quote me on that.
I watched them all.
Oh, no, the end credits. The end credits. You're right. He dies like a marble. You got me. But then he dies. But then he dies again because Jason Statham calls Dominic Toretto and he goes, your friend Han's dead and there's a surprise for you and it's a bomb and then it explodes, and Paul Walker's face gets smashed into the into the van window or whatever.
Yeah,
he closes it so
that
the
bomb gets. But it turns out that all along Jason Statham was nice, so no hard feelings.
Turns out Jason Statham's a great guy. He just killed Han. He only killed Han, who had joined us in Fast and Furious, the last installment of Fast 5 as well. He helped them in Brazil, where there's no laws because they're in Brazil. That's The Rock thought he could arrest Dominic Toretto, but he forgot one thing. They're in Brazil.
Now you know in Brazil we like our music hot, our parades caliente, and our cars fast.
Absolutely right. That's 100% right. But we are not in Brazil. We are in Tokyo, and Lucas Black is the main character. He races Tim the Toolman Taylor's son in this movie.
One of the most enthralling races through a housing development under construction. He does
it to ba with the ba. That's the score.
To ba to bang boogie boogie.
You know, Star Wars got John Williams, but Fast and Furious is like
they did one
Kid
better.
Rock.
They got Bob Ritchie. That's his government name, which I know.
Is that really his government name?
Yes, sir. It sure
Bob
is.
Ritchie. What's homeboy, the shorty guy's name?
Josie.
What's his government name?
Joe Kane.
Kane, nice.
Yeah, he's a son of John McCain.
Oh.
But he's so short he didn't get the Mick.
He didn't get the Mick. You know, it's like the Big Mac.
McRib.
The McRib, you know? I heard it's back. But no. So yeah, Tokyo Drift, it's a smart movie. That's why I picked it. It's smart because I watch it and then Han comes back in other movies. I said, wait, wasn't he alive? And then I realized we still have flip phones in the year 2015. and they were all around Tokyo. And Han dies later. So, spoiler alert, by the way. But like you said, the main thing we take away from it is even if a guy kills your friend, give him a chance. Give Jason Statham a chance.
Yeah, always. I think that's an excellent idea.
Yeah. If somebody kills a member of your family, which you harp on endlessly, say, hey, wait just a moment. If he pulls off a heist with us due to the government forcing us to do this heist together, maybe he's not such a bad guy because he's bald like the three of us or whatever.
Mistakes were made. How many good friends do I have that we met because I killed one of their brothers? So many. It's hard to think of just one.
You happened to kill my number 2.
That's right, I killed number 2.
You killed him! What's the matter? Why'd you kill Rob Lowe?
No,
Throw me a frickin' low here! Hey! Throw me a frickin' low here! Can we print that on a shirt, Uncle Howard? Throw me a frickin' low here?
That is a top contender for our first shirts.
Can you get it in Arial Bold? I love Arial Bold. I'm saying it like that creepy Dutch bastard gold member. Who you also killed! He's my friend! You're lucky I let you live rent-free, Howie.
Wow, that is...
Howie, you know what you could do for me?
Zip it.
No,
sir.
Throw me a frickin' low here!
Oh my goodness, Rob.
He's a good guy. Have you heard him in the news lately?
No, what's he been doing?
Been doing great things. All right, Dr. Evil, that's enough. We're not going to advocate for Rob Lowe. We're not throwing you a freaking low here.
Has Rob Lowe been me too?
Rob Lowe's been pretty conservative lately, like more so than like usual.
More so than Freedom Joe Walsh.
Freedom Joe Walsh is trying to do that conservative thing where they try to come off like the common sense conservative. I hate it. And you know what? I understand he did a lot for America's Most Wanted, but, I just don't trust him.
We're real sorry about what happened to your son, but...
It's fucked. Howard, you have a film to pick out here? You want to look to that box set of DVDs, the one that's not adult films, preferably?
I will never watch a DVD, but I do have a number of VHS here on hand, and I did pick also an auto racing film, which is a strange coincidence. I picked a movie from the year 2000 called Gone in 60 Seconds.
That sounds a lot like your sex life.
That's 100% correct, yes.
That's a Sean Kemp dunk gif right there.
Sean Kemp, the man who I taught everything about weight gain.
Sean Kemp is he the default photo tonight?
Yeah, I think probably.
Orlando Magic, Sean Kemp, big boy.
Yeah, big round, the round mound of over the hill. That's what they called him.
Big strong boy. That's what he is.
Big strong man with a child's mind.
So your movie has Nick Cage.
It has Nick Cage. It has Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Boyd.
Yes, that's right.
I'm sorry.
Daughter of one of our greatest actors. And it also has the great Giovanni Ribisi.
Giovanni Ribisi! He played somebody. I'm not going to do the impression of the other sister.
The other sister.
Do the fans want to hear my Giovanni Ribisi impersonation for the other sister?
And before we do that, let's just let all the fans know that you didn't come up with this impersonation.
Oh no, I'm not going to do it. Are you kidding me? That's so bad. That is so bad. I could never do. I can't even start it, man. I'm not even going to go there.
Do your impersonation of Rosie O'Donnell from Riding the Bus with My Sister.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. You're just trying to get us canceled. I love her. Oh, because he's so stupid and it's fucked up. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I can't do Giovanni Ribisi. I apologize.
There's nothing funny about Giovanni Ribisi.
There's nothing funny about and I did a stupid impersonation. I apologize. That wasn't cool, people. And you know what? I loved them in the Wonder Years. I loved them in Seth MacFarlane's movies as well.
You've learned a big lesson.
Yeah, it's not funny to do impersonations
of Giovanni Ribisi.
Giovanni Ribisi.
He's a protected person.
Because he actually is special, and he wasn't portraying somebody in that movie.
No.
They hired authentic special actors, much like the Johnny Knoxville movie.
The Ringer.
The Ringer, which they got one, right?
Yeah.
I thought all of them were at first, and then I looked them up at IMDb, and they're not all they're like, oh wow, this guy, holy shit, good job, buddy. I'm sorry to say.
Every actor is special in their own way because they are society's mischief makers.
I feel like Giovanni Ribisi should just be given an Oscar every year just because he's doing such a great job.
He's one of the talents of all time. That's
true. So Gone in 60 Seconds. What does he do in this movie, Giovanni Ribisi?
He gets kidnapped.
What a dum-dum. But you know what? It's not his fault. He's very special.
We're very proud of him for even getting to the point where he could get kidnapped.
Didn't he get kidnapped in a Mark Wahlberg movie as well, or he fucked up in a Mark Wahlberg? Or maybe I'm thinking Ted. I'm thinking Ted. God damn it.
He always plays a brother who's in trouble.
I feel like he fucked up in a Mark Wahlberg movie, but I might be merging Mark Wahlberg movies. There's a Mark Wahlberg movie where he's a reformed con with a family, and there's a drug heist type thing. It's just one last job, and I think Giovanni Ribisi's in it, but I'm also confusing it with Ted, where he kidnaps the teddy bear, and Giovanni Ribisi's definitely in Ted, because Seth MacFarlane's is very inclusive.
And inclusivity matters. I've been very upfront about that from the beginning.
Yeah, and you have been.
I would also like to point out that Giovanni Ribisi was in an episode of The X-Files along with Jack Black.
Oh man, was Jack Black normal in that episode?
I believe he just kind of plays Giovanni Ribisi's funny friend, and Giovanni Ribisi has, I think, psychic powers or something. And
a lot of those types have extraordinary strength and powers.
But yes, it's true. They are some of the strongest of all people in the land.
Jesus Christ. To be fair, I have immunity because some of my students happen to be like Giovanni Ribisi, so it's okay. It's okay.
And most of our fans are just like him.
You gotta be a little like Giovanni Ribisi to be listening to this. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Good grief.
Good friend, Charlie Brown.
Good friend of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it. Actually, I have never seen Gone in 60 Seconds again. It reminds me of too many jokes people make about me and my sex life, which is very private.
Brave of you to admit that.
Yeah.
You're ending the stigma.
Yeah, and it's tough. People persecute me a lot. They think I'm bragging when I said how many times I've had sex. And then when they ask me for detail about sex, it's not that I never had sex. I've obviously had it because I've said I've had it, and you have to take my word for it.
Yeah, man never lies.
But I don't want to go into detail because
you don't kiss and tell.
I don't kiss and tell. That's right.
A gentleman never tells.
I'd rather talk about Venezuela. Why talk about sex?
But let's not go over Venezuela again.
No, we've covered it.
We know about it far too well.
How about we cover the things that matter the most? The fans. The questions from the fans.
The fans.
They are who matter more than anybody.
And how much do we love these guys? I mean, is there a better group of people in all the world than our fans?
So much that I'm willing to retract my offer of my Mac Tonight jacket. Because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and not give it to them.
Yeah.
I wish I could give it to all of them.
It's true. The clamor for the Mac Tonight jacket has been almost it's tearing people apart.
It's been through the roof. Let's it'd be an understatement. It's through the roof. People want my jacket. People want the jacket of a former petite male who's put on some pounds in his in his early 30s, and it's a jacket everybody wants, and I just can't part with it. But maybe I will. Who cares?
Well, I don't remember what the condition was for us giving it away, so...
They had to destroy white supremacy, which isn't happening anytime soon, unfortunately, so...
Well, I don't know about that. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is making headlines every day.
She has
and
a comic
I know
book.
that she's against white supremacy.
Oh, she's anti... That's a bold stance to take.
It was unexpected, I must be honest. But
for a politician, no doubt.
yeah, the first one ever.
The first one ever is like, you know what? I hate that stuff.
Yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan. All right.
Thank you, AOC.
Thank you, AOC. She has a boyfriend, right?
Oh, God, does she?
She does.
Enemy of the show, AOC!
I remember Theodore was telling me, he's like, the moment people find out she has a boyfriend, she has real backlash coming her way. And I'm like, shit, I didn't think of that. And so somebody gave her shit for like giving government credentials to like friends or whatever. It's like,
yeah,
that's
her
just my
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Like that's everybody has, like people do this with their love. It's like, oh, your boyfriend, huh? Who's this jerk?
What's he got that I don't?
What's he got that I don't? He's 6'4", and he's not
smart.
a ding dong. Yeah. Damn. Well, okay. Aside, that's just like so much prejudice though. Like, so AOC wouldn't date me, surely, for my lack of intellect. How is that for like the tolerant left?
Yeah, I thought she was about everybody having an equal opportunity.
You know what? That's why guys like us need to snatch power while we still can, by any means necessary.
That's right.
But we'll elaborate that on later. We'll elaborate on that later because these questions focus on power.
What
Kanye wrote about it. Yeah.
No one man should have all that Howard.
That's not what he said. I once knew a great man who owned. I mean, before we talk about like things that grant you great power, like the Infinity Gauntlet, I know a man who owned 2 fleshlights. So.
Wow.
That's like 2. Yeah.
Well, talk about having it all.
Yeah. His name was Alex, actually. So, I mean, not like it mattered. He's not going to listen to it.
You could fuck one fleshlight and then fuck the other.
One was a mouth and one was a regular snatch. But he said one was for stamina and the other was for pleasure.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, no one should only be using a fleshlight for pleasure. It's always an opportunity to improve yourself in some way or another.
Self-improvement's big with fleshlights, people. That's apparently one thing you could say you learned from this episode tonight.
Yeah,
big.
And please do say you learned something from this episode.
I hope you have learned something. Jesus, Harold Christ. First question. Our homeboy, Effervescent Siddhartha, at
this
Croat
guy's a
DF.
hell of a guy.
Is a hunk. I feel taunted by him sometimes. He's just a hunk. He's too burly. Like, oh great, this hunk again. He's great. So he asks us. Oh boy, it's a smart question. He's probably dating AOC for all we fucking know.
Hey, do you have those credentials? Let me see what's going on with Mitch McConnell. I want to see his nudes.
Those Mitch McConnell
If
nudes,
you have
man.
Mitch McConnell nudes, we will send you 10 Mac Tonight jackets. I guarantee it.
Send you one that we have. Fuck,
We'll track down some others.
We'll find some other ones. They might have a few white supremacy emblems sewn onto them, but
Yeah, you can take them off.
or not. I mean, whatever. We just want the nudes.
Yeah, we
That's
want
your
them.
choice.
If you're white supremacist, but you're willing to get pictures of Mitch McConnell's nudes, we'll do business with you.
We'll do business. Hey, Jason Statham, he killed Han, but he still does business with Dom Toretto. If you're a white supremacist, but you can get us Mitch McConnell nudes, come on, we'll work with you. This is sounding a lot like, now we can get in trouble, because I was watching Law & Order Special Victims Unit,
Great show.
and Lois Black was playing a Howard Stern type character where he's like, if you steal this actress's panties, I'll have you on the air, which is stupid because you can't see the panties on the radio station, so it's pretty dumb. And it was just playing a Howard Stern shock jock, and one of his fans ended up sexually assaulting this actress. So we have to say we do not want the Mitch McConnell nudes. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we don't get the Mitch McConnell nudes via, violent means. But if you have another way to get them, then we definitely want them.
If you ask him, I'm sure he'd be willing to comply.
Yeah. In fact, I believe with the Freedom of Information Act, every senator's nudes must be made available to you.
Throw that in his face. I bet he doesn't even know that. Bet he didn't know
Freedom
that.
of Nudes Act.
Freedom of the Nude Act. Nice. So, Effervescent Siddhartha asked, outside the sexual aspects, please discuss the power of the feminine and the masculine. Also, why is a good-looking foot so powerful? Now, he's asking for a friend here, not for himself.
Of course.
So, Howard, would you like to tackle this one here before we tackle each other in a wrestling match later?
Oh, I'm going to give you the best tickles of your life.
I'll reverse it to a sharpshooter, my man.
Oh, my goodness. And maybe we'll finish with a big bear hug.
I intend on doing just that series of maneuvers that makes perfect sense in a wrestling bout. So, Howard, would you so the sexual act, please discuss the power of the feminine and the masculine.
Well, this is a controversial question because today, more than ever, we don't like to acknowledge that there are differences between men and women. We like to say that gender is a construct. But the fact of the matter is, there is one major difference between women and men. And men...
Dunks. NBA dunks.
Dunks. The most audacious, powerful dunks belong to women. Cheryl Swoops, for example. The difference between men and women, and this is where the power lies of women, is women don't have a code. They have no code of context.
What code?
Code of honor.
Do we sign an oath? Do we have a blood oath?
A man will always follow a code.
Well, that's because men are stupid, in fairness.
Men, well, it's different. It's not.
It's we have a code, dude.
It's like saying cats are stupid because they won't fetch, and a dog is stupid because it won't figure out to just chill out for a damn minute.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is we all have our strengths and weaknesses.
Fair enough.
And women abide by no code. They have no masters but themselves.
Oh.
This is why you will see women viciously destroy each other at the drop of a hat for fun purposes.
At the drop of maybe a Phantom Menace bucket hat, maybe?
At the drop of a Phantom Bucket Menace hat.
That's not it, but okay.
Phantom Bucket Menace.
I don't think any two women, you just hit me with a harsh reality, I don't think any two women have ever been like, no, I want Franklin, no. I don't think any two women have ever had a dispute over me, and that's just beginning to hit me now. Or I don't think I've ever made a woman jealous.
That's
possibly.
Not true. There was that time Clorox Connie and Tabitha got into a little bit of an argument in our front yard, and I don't know that it didn't involve you.
That is true, but they just... Yeah, I think they wanted me for the Miata, and I didn't have the keys. Thank you for that.
And you don't have the Miata, so that's a moot
Fuck
point.
you, thanks. Yeah. So okay. So the power of the feminine and the masculine lies. The feminine is lack of code. So you're saying
they're their own masters. Women
masters their own domain.
obey
Okay.
only themselves, and that is a respectable position.
I think it's we should be encouraging women to. I mean, women are forced into the situation due to the patriarchy, though, of having no masters, of having to take things, by the balls, so to say.
The patriarchy has definitely made it so that women have no one to tell them what to do.
No. I mean, has forced them in the situation where they have to be more.
They have to fight each other.
Yes. I think this is a construct made from the white man.
You're right.
He's my least favorite person out there.
So
I'm an ally, ladies.
So in conclusion, men have all the power because we control the women.
It's amazing that men, and I don't being a dumber gender.
Not all men.
Well, most of us, being a dumber gender, have this much control. It's really impressive. Not so stupid now, huh?
Yeah, it looks like this is why I have gotten away with so many things, because I just tell people I'm better until they just agree to make me go away.
It's like, hey, I'm just a big old dum-dum. What do you expect from me, huh?
Yeah, I don't know anything, and I'm just a regular Joe. Do what I say, and they say, yes, sir.
Oh, boy. So, next question is Jeff Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
The man, the founder.
The man of the hour.
No, the founder of our default photo.
Yes.
So, he's a class act.
He was also the founder of Ethiopia.
Did he really?
Yes.
Well, you know what? He needs to give those kids a little more food and Sally Struthers a little less. How's that for a topical joke in 2019? Hey, Sally Struthers, I don't know if you're alive, but hey, fatty, cut down on the food.
First of all, wow. Second of all,
no, what do you mean, wow? Fuck you. Oh, wow, Frank. Hey, Franklin, you're taking it a little too far, says the foot fetishist here.
Oh, well, foot fetish is a beautiful thing. How dare you?
We didn't answer his question. After President Siddhartha, when he said, "Oh, so why is a good-looking foot so powerful?" To quote Welcome to Morrowind, what should have been which is probably in the deleted scenes, Steve Carell goes, "The essence of a woman is in the heel of the shoe, lies in the foot. The essence of a woman's power." And the Nazis beat him up.
I have also been beaten for expressing similar views, so I understand that completely.
You've been beaten because you've been jerking it to feed in the library, maybe?
Yeah, I'm
joking. You haven't done that.
Not yet, but it is on my bucket list.
One of my favorite things to YouTube is guys looking at porn in the library. Because you'll see dudes clicking tabs back and forth to take a quick peek, and then it's what kind of sensory what are you intaking here? And then there's the guys with no shame who are just looking dead on at porn, and then just maybe occasionally switching to tab, and they normally have a Marvel shirt on, so that's something.
Do the math.
Do the math there, buddy, because those people are going to be jerking off during Captain Marvel. You've heard it here first.
And
you've heard
so
it here
will
first.
we with you, brothers.
No. The general used to work in a movie theater, and he told me during Mean Girls, he would get reports about dudes just fapping it. It's fun fact.
That was the original fappening.
The original fappening was a lot grosser than a couple of nudes being leaked. I don't know, or just as gross. Anyways,
who can say?
Jeff Gibson asks, "Have you ever gone Super Saiyan before?" Now, I think he's speaking in code, in the Perfect Nut. Your hair all stands up like the Dragon Ball's character, and you really drop a huge load and you pass out for 3 days. Is that what Super Saiyan is, Uncle Howard?
I think it's when you're just Saiyan, but extra so.
Okay. See, he's not asking Dragon Ball Z, guys, here. I feel bad that I don't have a legitimate answer for going Super Saiyan. We should have brought in an expert. Our friend Mariah is quite the best.
She is our point woman on Dragon Ball Z matters. I do think I have gone Super Saiyan before, though, now that I think about it. I once was forced to fight a guy who looked exactly like me for about 17 hours, and I think that has to mean I was Super Saiyan.
No, I think you are confusing your life for Annihilation with Natalie Portman.
A great movie.
The smartest movie ever made.
Probably the smartest movie.
Because I'm too dumb to figure it out.
Didn't make a lick of sense, so it had to be good.
That's right. So Jordan Haas asks, he's got game shows. I suppose you should listen to that. Your episode's still not up.
I'm coming out tomorrow, I think.
Oh shit! Good for you.
Everybody, listen to Game Shows, I suppose, with Jordan.
No, listen
Haas
to us first, and then
your co-host, Uncle Howard.
That's right. Yeah. I'm actually gonna listen. Did you listen to my episode?
I did. I listened to a bunch of his episodes. Okay, they're fantastic.
What show did I go over in my episode again? I love money.
That's right. I knew it was a celeb-reality show. I honestly couldn't remember it for some reason.
No.
I knew it wasn't Bad Girls Club, but all I could think about was Bad Girls Club.
All you ever think about is Bad Girls Club, and you had the VHS to prove it.
Wait, Charm House is what it was called, actually. Charm School,
man. Come on, Monique.
I'm sorry. All I remember is that she taught us that when you do clownery, sometimes the clown comes to bite you.
Yeah, that's right. You get to be a real bozo sometimes, Pumpkin. You know?
Yeah, Pumpkin.
And Toasty.
Oh, Toasty was just too out of control.
Toasty, that adult cinema background. I need to Google it to make sure, just for my own fact-finding investigation on Toasty. I will have to Google her adult cinema, and was Delicious on that show as well?
I think Delicious was on it, and Safari.
She won!
Yes, she did. She had the most charm of anybody.
That's right, in her own lip chat. They only gave her like $25,000 for winning. Such bullshit.
She didn't put a lot of work into it. It's funny that we're talking about celebrity because I just recently saw my friend Mr. Boston, and he's hooked on heroin.
Oh, Mr. Boston is hooked on heroin. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that trajectory of his life, but he is a Bostonian. So.
Yeah, so he's not the brightest, and he's also racist as hell.
Exactly, I don't know if he rolls with Mike Mitchell and that crowd. I like to believe he doesn't. The Doughboys, I don't know. They hang with a different crowd than the Pillow Talk. Our crowd is more the general, a man whose only crime is stolen valor and stealing electricity for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil, whose only crime is a few counts of murder. And world domination, of course. Our crowd's all right. The Bostonians, You're Robert Kraft. This is a friend of Mike Mitchell, who's a
friend of the
fan.
show.
Not a friend of the show. He's just jerking off wherever he wants to.
Yeah, that guy, he jerks off like there's no tomorrow.
He does. Joke Man. I once asked Joke Man in high school, enemy of the show. I said, if this young lady Jill, we were all in high school. It's not creepy.
Of course.
I said, if Jill was at your house naked one day, what would you do, Joke Man? He said, oh, Papa, because he's Puerto Rican. He goes, Papa. I don't know why you call me Papa. It's like, bro, I ain't your daddy. Nah. He goes, Papa, I would jerk off like there's no tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay, Joke Man. Well, you would drop
cool
the ball there. It's cool as hell, man. Yeah, you would just see a naked chick on your bed and just pound off and tell her, take a hike.
He's being more realistic than a lot of people are.
That's true.
Joke Man is a hell of a guy, but is it more likely that he's going to jerk off or that he's going to find the love of the last few hours of his life?
No, realistically, he'd say, how did you break into my home?
Yeah.
You got naked. Like, what's going on here? Are you having a manic episode? That's the honest reaction, right? To somebody naked in your bed?
Do you think anybody's going to be going home if the world's ending tomorrow? Like, oh, I just got to stop in real quick and, water the plants.
I gotta watch Temptation Island later.
Oh, it's Bachelor night. Sorry.
So if the world's ending, a lot of people are jerking off. Is that what you're saying, Howard?
I think probably more people will jerk off when the world is ending than
they'll be
ever
jerking in the
have.
streets.
Yeah,
Jerking in the streets.
South America.
So Jordan Haas asks, is Superman solar powered?
Canonically, he is.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Now does he bleed?
You do now, or whatever.
I don't know what the fuck the line is. I don't know what the Shazam bleed. Shazam, do you bleed? Oh, I floss.
Aquaman, do you bleed?
I can't wait to see Shazam floss in the movie.
I didn't know that they were doing a Shazam movie.
He does, and he flosses. You know the floss dance?
No.
You don't? Uncle Howard, you are so out of touch. You don't know the floss, man.
No.
Give me a break, Fortnite.
Is there a trailer for this piece of garbage?
For Shazam?
Yeah.
How have you not seen the Shazam trailer? You are a dope sometimes.
I
swear to
haven't
God.
even seen the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer, and that's been out for several days.
No, it hasn't.
Mike
It's not out at
Zero.
all.
Mike Zero said it is!
You're going to stop listening to that Mike Zero. I have to tell you, you have a bad habit. That's like a bad influence. I forbid you from listening to Mike Zero videos.
He's one of... Oh, come on. He's one of my best friends.
He's in front of the show, Mike Zero. I'm glad you appreciate that idiot. He's great. I'm sorry. He is fucking great. Episode 9 is gonna be 8 hours long, and it's gonna have Anakin in animatronic form. This is a rumor of Mike Zero. Animatronic Anakin.
Hayden Christensen's too expensive these days. Disney can't afford that guy.
Get them Chuck E. Cheese people on the job.
Yeah, we're gonna get some fucking Hall of Presidents in there.
Some Hall of Presidents Anakin. Hello, Kylo. How are you?
7 years ago.
The old Republic. Okay. So Jordan, yeah, I think okay.
Yeah.
Smart question. That's like a legit smart question to ask.
And it's funny that you asked that because my power is also derived from the sun.
Yeah. What do you know?
Not much.
So, not much either, pal. So Teach asks, I already know the answer to this. Is it true you guys know the real life Kenny Powers? If so, how big is his dick? Well, first off, in terms of dick size, Teach, you know it, I know it. It doesn't get much bigger than Quattro, the 4. If you got
the big
nobody
4.
Nobody's got a dick bigger than 4 inches. They're a liar. That everybody knows that.
That's
As for Kenny Powers, do you know the Kenny? You know the real Kenny Powers, Uncle Howard?
I do. I believe I have laid in this very bed with the man.
That's true. I understand. Real Kenny Powers, everybody knows, is based off of Jumpin' Jim. Based off an old hound.
Question.
Based off an old hound, past his glory days. Says the words, I'm quoting Kenny Powers here. So Champoodler, don't make a drop of this. Kenny Powers was the one who says, I'm so happy to be playing in New York. And then that's obviously taken from Jumpin' Jim Grabowski. So Champoodler, do not do a drop of me saying the words New York, because I'm quoting Kenny Powers. I'm not actively saying New York for my pleasure.
I guess we should let the cat out of the bag. Speaking of the Champoodler, we are the first podcast to officially be endorsed by the Champoodler.
We got the Champoodler endorsement. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's right.
We got a blue ribbon coming up soon, I bet.
He said that we're the only podcast he'll ever listen to again.
Wow, sorry, Doughboys.
So, it looks like they're going to say, dope, like that famous character on TV.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
The Doughboys had like a Rosa Parks intro last episode, and then they're like their intro music hit. It's like Rosa Parks, and it's like Doughboys. It's like, wow, Nick Weiger, if that's even how you pronounce your name.
Nick Whiter.
They don't get any whiter. Next question.
In
Bert.
1964, Rosa Parks went on a bus.
And then she had a slice of Little Caesars. Because I'm from the 50s now.
Coming up on the Doughboys.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, you listen here, Doughboys. You're nothing.
Fuck them. Seriously, fuck
off,
up, man.
Doughboys. Come at us any day or night. We'll be waiting.
You know, we're the Bullet Club OGs. They're the elite. That's all I gotta say for nerd answers today.
Yeah,
Christ.
no more nerd questions.
No more nerd shit. Jesus Harold. All right. Jesus Howard Christ. Maybe that's what I should
Jesus
say.
Howard Christ.
Yeah,
I
that should be on the tagline. Not a throw me a freaking low here. That's not even a thing. I don't understand.
Jesus Howard Christ.
So Bert asks,
Poodler's favorite podcast.
since you are the older male, Howard, by default, sort of,
I guess.
by default, you hold the power over Franklin. Do you ever fear the day that old age betrays you and he asserts his younger physical dominance?
Of course, that is one of my concerns. The marching of time takes its toll upon all men, Albert, and of course, every great hero is eventually laid low by the passage of time, the marching of the hours, as we just step closer and closer to our own graves. And I think about this all the time, and that is why I've been working so hard to avoid daylight or holy water or garlic.
That is what vampires do.
Well, I don't need to speculate any further on my own health regimen, but I will also tell you that I do sleep in a elongated box filled with the dirt of my homeland.
Yeah, we need to vacuum our bed. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Those are crumbs from chips. Next one, your son.
Lay's Stackers.
Ugh. Don't make me gag. Pipe Fitters Local 69.
My son,
your baby boy.
My boy. Baby dum-dum.
Is it a power move to wear Velcro shoes to my job interview? I think that's such a fucking power move, dude.
Yeah.
That sound, I love it. I love it.
I can't think of a bigger power move, son. In fact, if you don't wear those shoes, I'm going to divorce you.
That's not how it works.
I will divorce.
What job is he going for?
That is also a part of the question. I
wish I fucking knew.
I see him working in like a nursing home or something, and in that sort of case,
wiping bottoms,
wiping adult baby bottoms, and I think in that case a Velcro shoe would be very appropriate. I think other places a Velcro shoe would be appropriate is virtually anywhere. They're good.
The NBA.
Dress them up with a blazer and slacks, or go casual with a nice pair of blue jeans. But you can't go wrong with Velcro shoes.
Yeah, Velcro shoes. Yeah, it's just the ultimate power move. I don't have much more to elaborate on that. Like, I hope you get the job you're looking for. I had discussed if it's better to nut before a job interview or after, when you've built up that
pressure.
Adrenaline. Yeah, but I never figured that out, and that's why I'm a substitute teacher. So okay. Last question. Our girl Blair. She's tremendous.
One of the angels of all time.
She is the best. I really, we should hold a surprise party for her in the king size bed at some point.
We should. We should stand for the flag and kneel for the Blair.
That's right. Well, I kneel for the flag as well. It's just weird, like as a substitute teacher, when they had like the Pledge of Allegiance. Did you hear that story about the person in Lakeland who got arrested for like grabbing a teen? He didn't want to I tell kids to stand for the pledge just because I need to assert some authority, not because I fucking believe in that bullshit. You know?
But
so when people are on their phones during the national anthem, I ain't giving them shit. I don't fucking care. But part of me has to assert some authority, and I'm like, fuck. I have to assert some authority, but I don't want to seem like I'm fucking, like Robert Kraft here, stand for the anthem, and I'm gonna go jerk off,
I went to a Golden State Warriors game a few years ago, and I didn't stand for the anthem, and no one cared, and I just felt like I was the guy who was like, look at me.
Bob Johnson. We went to a wrestling show once. The fucking anthem was played. This is before like Cap and all that. It was like 2014 or some bullshit. We went to a Yoshitatsu seminar.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know why.
You learned a lot.
I did learn a lot. He was a cool guy. We tried getting him to drink with us afterwards. Like, no, I have family. Is that racist of me? This is his voice, dude.
That's what he sounds like.
I have family. I don't want to go. I'm like, all right, that's cool, dude. You don't have to go with us.
I like that it sounds like you still could have made him go because he was like, I don't want to go.
Yeah. He wasn't just force him to go. Yeah, he wasn't in our car or anything. I don't want to go, please. I have family. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, it was more like, oh no, thank you. Bob Johnson didn't stand for the national anthem. I'm like, Bobby, dude, it's kind of getting like awkward. He's like, he was straightforward with me for a change. He was like, he normally tries to be a cool guy. It was like, yeah, man, I know it's awkward, but I kind of committed this far already, so I can't just fucking stand up now and look like a bitch. And this is at a dry show, and me and him had limeritas that we snuck into our pants, and he's downing a limerita at an independent wrestling show that made us do the fucking national anthem. Like, Jesus.
I'll stand for a Rita, but I'll kneel for the flag. That's
Amen.
My Uncle Howard promise.
So Blair is saying, not a question. Oh no, but here's one. If a witch person offered you a magical power of your choosing, what would you choose, and are you really sure you're ready for that responsibility? Howard?
That's an interesting
You're being
question.
offered a magical power here.
If I can have any magical power, I think I would probably have the power to turn into various kinds of animals.
You mean an animorph?
I would become an animorph.
Be an animorph?
Yes.
That's your power? I'm an animorph now. Congratulations.
I would.
That's you're a fucking no. That's our new headliner image. It's Uncle Howard and Animorph with a fucking lizard.
Turning me into a duckbill platypus.
What do you accomplish? Oh shit! There's an Animorph photo of Bernie Sanders turning into John Cena. That's so weird. I'm sorry. I'm big right now.
That makes perfect sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. I know both of those people.
They're both pretty old.
They're both old as shit, as far as I know. They're old as shit.
I was looking up all the senators on the internet today, and so many of them are like almost 90 years old.
Christ. Just like John Cena.
Just like John Cena.
So your power would be an Animorph.
Yes. And would I regret that power? The answer is no more than I regret virtually everything
that you've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I regret a shit ton of stuff too, man. But I don't think Blair's asking me necessarily. I guess my power... Damn, I gotta be careful because I don't want to be on some pervert shit, you know? I don't want to be like, I'd be invisible so I can jerk off everywhere,
yeah,
you know?
Besides, you already can if you want to.
That's true. I don't have to be invisible to jerk off everywhere. We already described the end of the world as everybody jerking in the streets.
Everyone says jerking in the streets. I guess my magical power would be to bring about the end of the world so that we could all jerk off like friends.
That's right. You know, how many people during... I don't want to say it. Fine.
9/11.
You knew it. You read my mind so well, Howard. They were jerking off on there. Or how many of them wish they were?
Tomorrow.
How many of them wish they were?
Do you think the falling man was jerking off on his way to...
Who?
The falling man. They made a documentary about this one guy they took a picture of jumping out of the World Trade Center.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after. Oh, man. Yeah.
But what if he was jerking while he was falling? Then it would have been a real middle finger in the eye to Osama bin Laden.
We are still going to jerk off whether you want us to or not, Osama.
Hey, we're New Yorkers.
That's the one mistake Osama bin Laden made. He went after New York.
Yeah.
That's a big mistake. How did New York, Tiffany Pollard... Like
How did she handle 9/11?
How did she handle 9/11? Yeah.
She took it harder than anyone else.
Why? Jesus Christ.
Because she ran that town.
Yeah, that's right. Which is the HBIC.
She was like a Gotti. She ran all the boroughs.
Brooklyn.
The Bronx.
Which I don't know the 5 boroughs.
Manhattan. Brooklyn. Queens. Staten Island. The Bronx.
And then he goes... like at the end of the Bronx, he's like, the Bronx.
And he makes a real, like, disgusting
like a viper
face.
noise. He does like a viper, like Randy Orton.
Who is that? Stacy Keach?
Yeah.
Yeah, the great Stacy Keach.
Gotti, you gotta get respect of the 5 boroughs. Now let me name each of them.
Gotti, you gotta get respect of the 50 U.S. states. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas.
Florida, Georgia,
New Hampshire.
Gotti's just nodding. Yep, you're right. Gotti. Now that guy, he had power, man. He had the power of the 5 boroughs. That's better than the Infinity Gauntlet.
That is because New York is a character all by itself.
The city of New York is a character all by itself. It's like, hey, that's why Thanos couldn't win the first time when he sent Loki in an army. He said, because I believe the line from Loki was, "We have an army," and Tony Stark says, "We have New York."
Yeah, and
then Don Toretto says, "We have Brazil."
Remember in Spider-Man when the New Yorkers threw the bottles and cans at the Green Goblin and said, like, that's what you get for messing with New York?
Hey, he's one of us. That pipsqueak's one of us.
He's just a kid.
Wasn't that
that was Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man
He's
2.
just a kid. Spider-Man 1, the New Yorkers throw cans at the Green Goblin, and in Spider-Man 2, they take his mask off to reveal that he is just a kid, played by a 35-year-old man.
Alfred Molina just couldn't handle that right there.
Alfred Molina in real life.
Alfred Molina played a sex pervert in Law & Order Special Victims Unit, which takes place in New York. And then he's playing Doc Ock. How does that make sense?
Maybe the result of his dealing with Detective Munch pushed him over the edge.
God damn it, Munch. Detective Munch. He got me into a real scare, mother. I'm going to build this technology. Fusion. I love fusion technology, mother.
Munch's belief in conspiracies opened Dr. Octopus's eyes, and he realized
to the world
there were powers beyond that which men understood.
So Doc Ock, he had the fusion technology. He realized with the power of fusion and 8 arms, he could basically run New York, or at least he thought he could.
8 arms Jay-Z beats 5 boroughs.
So Doc Ock had the 8 arms, and he thought that's enough to run New York. And he was close to being right. I don't know. He made that big ball spear thing at the end that could have destroyed everything. Why wasn't the army called?
Because Spider-Man is an army.
Oh, he's from New York, so that right there tells you he's tough.
Yeah,
he's from the same place David Bix is from.
I bet you could put 10 New Yorkers up against the entire army, and the army would be crying for their mommies.
They're so strong. They're from New York. What are we supposed to do? Actually, that sounds like a New York impersonation. I should do a Southern thing. There must be New York. No, I'm a 50s guy. Yeah. I can't do voices.
Says here they're New Yorkers.
Says here they're from New York.
Says here the
newspaper. I'm a newsie, and I'm in the army too, my lady. Now I'm Hayden Christensen. I can't do voices, man. That's like a fucking defect, man. Like I just can't do that shit.
Well, that's how the fans can know that everybody who appears on this podcast is on the up and up because
I can't do what am I doing? Impersonation of the General or a Jumpin' Jim or Dr. Evil?
It's crazy.
Yeah, nice try. Yeah, I'd go into a 50 voice doing Dr. Evil. You see, throw me a fucking glue here.
Yeah, this guy can't. You can't keep it straight. There's no way.
I can't keep it straight. Yeah. I can't keep it straight in more ways than one.
But, we were talking about Gotti had the power, and Spider-Man has the power, and Dr. Octopus has the power, and Franklin, I wanted to maybe take the time to give you a little bit of a lesson. I know you've been looking for lucky number 6.
That's right. My 6th time making sex.
And, as the film Scarface said, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. Well, money's out of the question for both of us. That's never going to happen. Yeah, we're pretty broke. So let's just skip to the power. And, with all of the events in the world of late, power is more powerful than it's ever been before. You look at what's going on in Venezuela to, the battle for half the life of the universe. Power is one of the most desired things.
The Thanos snap changed everything. At what cost? I mean, at what cost? I mean, I would do anything for number 6. To make sex for a 6th time, it'd be unprecedented. It'd be historic. And I'm willing to sacrifice everything. Thanos was willing to do it, so why can't I? And I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm just afraid of nutting early. Really, I'm not afraid of the power I gain. I'm not afraid of the clout that comes with it or the fame. I'm just afraid that I might nut early. That's just a fear of mine.
How is it nutting early when you should have nutted years ago?
That's true. Hey, you know what?
You're overdue. There's no such thing as an early nut from you now.
No, I didn't nut early. If anything, a woman should take that as a compliment. I feel like
exactly.
Right?
I was waiting for you. I had this nut stored up. If you had come along 3 months ago, it would have taken 3 months to get this nut.
But aren't you glad it didn't take 3 months?
Yeah.
For me to bust on your stomach?
I have a regularly scheduled nut that's going to happen regardless of if I'm having sex or not.
Do women understand that? Maybe they don't understand that. Our nuts are programmed at a specific time.
Yeah, there's intervals.
It's in intervals. It's not a matter of beating off or making the sex, as I understand it's called, because I've had sex. End of story.
5 times.
5 times. That's a lot.
It's more than 4.
That's a lot more than 4. That's more rings than LeBron James has.
Yeah.
So, But, everybody has power. I mean, Zach Morris had the power of the timeout. Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet. Emperor Palpatine had unlimited power.
Yeah. John Wick has the power of guns.
So our power that we're looking for is the perfect nut.
Yeah.
And how does one attain that perfect nut?
It's funny that you mentioned that because the app I'm working on with my startup is going a significant way to help with the nut.
Oh.
Now let's say I don't have a name for it.
You don't have a name for it right now, but what's it do?
Well, let's say you need to get horny, but real quick.
I've been in so many situations where I want to be horny, but I just can't.
My app, where you just open it up and with the push of a button, you'll get straight to your cell phone.
Nice.
Any sort of horniness material.
So I open my Motorola Razr.
When you need to get hard, choose Howard Soft.
Howard Soft.
That's the company.
Well, I don't know if you want to go with Howard Soft. I know Michael Soft already exists. You want to say something that gets you hard, though, right?
Like
this is some hardware we're dealing with here. Yeah,
we'll come up with a name. And in fact, audience out there, if you come up with a good name for my app, just let us reply to us, and we won't send you a Mac Tonight jacket, probably.
We won't. We won't send you a Mac. You have the power that I need to make sex for a 6th time, and that's that Miata that you only lend me on the weekends. I want it on the weekday to show up at work and play Renegade by Styx when I pull up.
Oh, I will only let you if you play Renegades, the album by Rage Against the Machine. That's all covers.
The Renegades of Funk?
Yeah.
I'm not playing that bullshit in your shitty car, in your lovely car.
That is probably my favorite Rage Against the Machine song.
The Renegades of Funk? Are you kidding me, Howard?
Finally, you said something intelligent.
They are some smart white men with dreads, that is for sure. So
I think they're Mexican, maybe.
It's not fair that Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet, you have a Miata, and I'm here trying to scour. I'm looking for change for buying nudes for Trash Vixen, and you won't lend me the $50.
Well, it looks like Obama should have kept that hopey-changey stuff.
God damn it! Why'd you gotta drag him into this?
If there's any man who has kept Americans from nutting more than Barack Hussein Obama, I'd like to know it.
I'd like to meet. I've made a lot of my sex throughout the Obama administration. I haven't made that much sex throughout the Trump administration, admittedly.
But Trump cares more about that fact.
He does. It's so bad. But gentlemen, think about this. If any president cares if you're nutting or not, literally all of them will be like, that is your own problem. You're disgusting. Trump would be like, no, you're entitled to that. No, you should be able to get that whenever. And probably through scrupulous means. But
that's how you know he's a good man, because
because he cares if you're horny.
Yeah.
But you're running for president.
I am. I'm almost ready to announce my running mate.
Oh, wow. Will we get that today, or will that be the next episode?
That's going to be a cliffhanger.
That's a cliffhanger there? Who was in Cliffhanger, the movie? Is that like Val Kilmer?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
As a mountain climber, because so many mountain climbers have that body type.
Yeah, he's got that body type to climb mountains.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I don't remember the plot. But he almost
died. I only thing I remember is that there are some bad guys and there are some kind of like doofy kind of surfer bro mountain climbers and they get killed, I think.
Jesus Christ. It's a dark film.
It was a dark film.
I saw it at the Valentino Cinema with my family. It was like a $1 theater. I don't remember much about it. I just remember it was a lovely theater with sticky floors, So I know you had to have been there before because, well, the surface of the floors were sticky.
Yeah, it's true.
Waka.
I bring tar with me everywhere I go in order to try to catch Brer Rabbit.
Howard's homemade tar, huh? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No wonder our roof has taken so long to fix.
The roof is on fire.
Oh, Lordy. Howard, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Hey, we are on Spotify. No, we're not. That's the one thing we're not on.
We're not on Spotify. We're on Stitcher.
We're on Stitcher. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. We're wherever you get your podcast. If you can rate us, review us. Yeah, we got stickers. Rate us, review us. We'll give you stickers. I don't know. Whatever. Just...
What a professional closing, Howard. What a professional closing, man.
Pray for Venezuela and
pray for Venezuela.
I don't know. Go fuck yourselves.